These are all volume levels.
Good morning, good people. Good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I actually got a couple trades. So I got one on gold. I traded gold for NFP, and I'll show y'all what that looked like here in a second. That was pretty easy because you could see the selling going into it, and so I just waited for Delta to confirm, and then I like just jumped in really quick. I got in, got out, then it pulled back, and then it started to push down again. I got back in, got out. Literally, yeah, 2-3 second trades, and then I caught this reversal all the way up here at the top, where price was pushing up. This one was pretty easy because it pushed up here. It did go a little bit above here, which I don't really like it when they do that. But you see this next candle came down, had a pretty good close back into the volume where you can see all that volume right here on that upward candle. So I went ahead and sold that right down to this old volume level. So I've got a couple trades in already.
Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Doing good.
Good.
Excited for the day. Hopefully we don't end up stuck inside of the NFP candle all day. We'll find out here pretty soon. Here's levels. I have levels. I didn't really put a lot of levels for if we keep going lower, but I've got a lot of levels up here where I've analyzed all the price data leading up there. So we'll see what it does.
And how do you treat that? Because when I just took a quick look at all those blue lines, I mean, there's a lot of lines really close together.
Yeah, it's just it all depends on how price is. You know what I mean? So I'm with you though. They are close together. The only thing you can do, I use them as targets. So between here, that's 68 and that's 79. That's about 10 points, So if you're seeing something, this is more for me when it is just trending and moving quickly. If I want to try to hop in and take a trade, what I can do is I can say, all right, well, if price is right here, and I'm targeting there, that's say 12 points, I could just do a 12-point stop for a 12-point, so they kind of gives me a target, which then gives me, a stop loss, and I can see if that stop loss is suitable or not. It's
Gotcha.
I don't like them being close together either. I'm with you on that.
Well, the first one wasn't super close, but the rest were like really close.
Yeah.
There was actually a 5-minute tighten at one on the opening candle, but
I'm gonna pull it up here in 1 sec. Did you say it was a 5-minute tighten or was it this one?
5 minute.
All right. I'm gonna delete this box because I don't want to be trading inside of a golden box all day long. But I'll show you all what I was looking at was over here. You can see that like all throughout this area, this goes back to the 12th. I've basically looked at where value was found in all of these areas. So we had value area high, value area low. This value area is inside of that value area. All these value areas are kind of clumped together. If you could kind of merge all these together, you've got a lot of value areas inside of here, just like we had a lot of value areas up here. And so a lot of times you'll see the market kind of move from, one value area, it'll stay inside of there, then it'll go to another one, it'll do the same thing, then it'll go to another one, and now we're right back in here. So I'm kind of looking at these as like outer edges, right? So kind of like a value area high, value area low, like that. That's 286 down to 921. Pretty big. But that's something I've got my eye on. So if we start reaching up to these higher levels, I'll look for reversals for sure. Looking for anything that shows clear signs of reversal. Start fading those. Let me see if that transferred over. No, it did not. Say 285. Thanks. Yeah, you guys be patient today for sure. I mean, this is one of those days where NFP, candle, all that kind of stuff. Remember, this is the big push up right here from NFP. Oftentimes, when NFP happens, we end up just stuck inside of this range right here, and it'll just be going up and down, not and look at all these long wicks. So it's a very clear warning to only trade your setup when you see it. This is one of those mornings where you'd want to really decide where you're going to take Titan trades. Don't just take a Titan trade. Don't just take a volume breakout trade. Like, don't just take trades just because they're showing up on your screen. Expect the market conditions to be more difficult. So what you can do is filter them. All right. So look for Titan signals once we have a really, really clear range. Just don't do anything until it's very clear for you. That's what I'm going to do. We have these volume levels that I've put on here, so we can wait for price to start getting out to the extremes. We're 9 minutes into the session. Nobody should feel rushed to take a trade or anything like that. Definitely take it step by step today. Thursday, you don't want to end up giving your profits away or anything like that.
And you made an update to the zone indicator that was pushed out yesterday. What was that about? I didn't fully understand it.
I also updated it this morning too because my update didn't take care of everything, but I was just fixing the alerts on it. So yeah, all I did yesterday was I fixed the alerts.
And what would the alert be for? If it comes out of the zone or in oh, you mean like an entry signal?
So pretty much what it does is it will send if you enable the alerts, there's 2 alerts, and let me pull it up here actually. There's 2 alerts on it now. So how it works is I'm gonna get rid of these, but I wasn't finished testing them. So, but as long as both of these are enabled, so enable possible zone alert, enable zone created alert. These by default are both on. If you go in and just set up your alerts like normal, then you'll just use the alert any alert function and just save your alert. And what it'll do is when a zone is being created, so during candle development, you know how sometimes you'll see it flash on and then flash off?
Yeah.
Because it's building and it's developing. So if it happens during candle development, it's going to send you an alert only one time. So that way it brings your attention to the chart, but it doesn't sit there and, ding, 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 like every time it flashes on and off. So it'll send one alert during candle development, and then it'll send one alert only if the pattern is still there at the candle close. And then it identifies if you have the breakout mode enabled. If you have the breakout mode enabled, then it'll send an alert with the trade parameters like entry, stop loss, take profit, and contract size.
Okay.
Yep, easy. Don't know yet, but I'm noticing that it keeps pushing out of here and then retracing back in. So, kind of like went up to here during NFP, came down, made its low, pushed out of here, and it did continue a little bit higher, but then it did immediately come back in, tried to go out again, push back in. We're at around level right here, 25,250. So this kind of seems like a good top of the range area, and then you can see rejection, and so far rejection. So we'll see. You see how price just keeps failing to close outside of there. We'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it and see. That might be the spot where we can start looking for buys down here, trading back towards the center of this this zone right here, which is at 25,205. All of these, when you see this right here, almost every single one of these candles have either high volume or volume to body candle style wick is weird. So that's why it's layering these zones over and over again. When that's happening, it's a clear sign that we're moving sideways. Something's happening, something's building, but it's going to be more difficult to trade that. So it's the same thing. See how Titan is just stacked all on top of each other right here. Easier to just wait.
I agree.
Man, look at that candle.
I actually did not know NFP was today. Did you guys? Anybody know?
No idea. I didn't bother to check.
About it.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to it being on Friday. So
yeah, I just happened. I woke up. I woke up and I saw something online said something about NFP. I said Thursday. Hold on. I opened up 4X Factory and I saw the first thing I saw NFP and I saw 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And I was like, oh man, it's about to happen right now. So I just ran in here. I'd been kind of like Herkle-Durkling in bed this morning. So I was, my girlfriend just looked at me like, wait, what? Yeah. So I was just kind of tossing, turning, Herkle-Durkling. And
I think we all did a little bit of that this morning.
Is it raining? Is it raining still?
Yeah, it is.
It's raining in Arkansas too.
It's finally raining.
It's raining bad right here in Memphis right now.
Finally made its way over there, huh?
Yeah, it finally made its way over here.
Yep. So
I get more rain than all you guys put together, I bet you. Like, we get more rain than Seattle.
Wow.
Oh wow.
How do you deal with that depression?
You get used to it.
I could not deal with that much rain.
That was great. How do you deal with that much depression? That's
I'm dead inside.
That rain, man, is just dreary and wet and no sun, and yeah, it's too much. I like the sun.
Can't
I live
go
by the beach.
outside and
ain't no cup of tea, bro.
I live by the beach, so I like the sun and the warm. I like the cold too, but not all that rain.
114, 115 ain't no cup of tea either.
You get used to it.
Yeah, I know. Been here forever.
With With no humidity, it's not that bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just this dry
Okay.
heat. Yeah.
I'll take that over 90 with 80% humidity any day.
I'm never going to Spartanburg, South Carolina again.
Hey, you ought to come
East
to
Coast is straight humidity.
come to
Like,
Georgia.
so you guys don't ever dry off? You guys are just wet all day?
If you work outside in construction, yeah.
If you take a shower, what are you talking about?
That's why you
Terrible.
see a lot of construction workers, especially the Spanish, they'll wear long sleeves in the summer. One, to protect their skin from the sun. Two, because once they're wet, it helps them keep them actually cooler throughout the day
Yeah, dry wicking shirts. Yeah.
from sweating. They'll get all soaked from sweat, but it'll help them keep them cooler throughout the day.
Yeah, come to Georgia in the summertime. It's pretty hot here.
I went to
It's rough
Georgia
down
for
there.
some work training once for a couple weeks, and yeah, it was pretty brutal.
It's rough down there. I'm in Delaware. It's not as bad as Georgia for the most part. August is pretty bad up here, but that's about it.
Mexico, Texas.
Yeah, Houston. You could try Houston and 99 degrees and 100% humidity during the summer.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Philly, Delaware.
What's that?
I said I'm in Philly, Delaware.
Ah, nice, nice. I was just up there last Friday at a concert.
Excellent. San Antonio, hot.
I used to live in Texas. I grew up in Texas, all over.
Nope, just right
It's
here.
hot.
Chihuahua, Mexico.
As you sense.
Juarez.
Yep. My favorite city is Austin. I love Austin.
But we got the best Mexican.
Everybody keeps saying,
All right, we're breaking out.
Yeah, we're break. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Right to that zone. Yeah.
Nice pulling back.
Look at that. I could have traded that. Tiny little stop loss.
yeah, I bought at the bottom of that box you had up there, and caught a nice little $130. Two
Nice.
nice.
You see, I got that new data on here that I was messing with yesterday. What you're seeing over here is market orders, buy limits and sell limits, but look how high it goes. I can see it forever. You can see where all the liquidity is, all the way up there. That's hundreds of points away. But I'm excited to try it out with, see like my zones, how I drew up this zone right here, and there happened to be like a lot of liquidity there. That's what I'm thinking that I'll be using it for. Or when we're trading and I could see some limit orders scoop in underneath price, supporting it, pushing it up. When I see that, I'll point it out. Let's see what it does here. So we broke the old high. Yeah, I just realized, oh no, I was about to say this could have been a flush style trade, but no, and it's too big. But yeah, let's see what it does. Yeah, if it would have done it a little earlier up here, I'd have been all right with it. But all right, so we just went right back to the center of the zone. That's crazy. All in one move. All right. Positive delta from about, I guess it's just lined up with price right now. So price is just doing the same thing that delta's doing right now. This to me looks like a lot of selling though, just looking at the price and then looking at delta, how it's trended down like that all throughout this area. It makes me think selling. I have to wait. I don't have a very clear read on it. Wasn't a bad little retest type of trade right there. If earlier I was saying, you know, it looks like a flush style trade where price just pushed out and pulled back in, but I like for this candle to close a little bit lower in here, and it didn't. But the next candle did, but the next candle went all the way back to the center of the range, so there was no opportunity there. But then how it pulled back up into this area wasn't too bad. I didn't take it, but easy to see afterwards.
My trading view looks wild, bro.
We have delta divergence right now. Price is
There's so many signals.
Yeah, price is pushing up, but delta's pushing down. So we've got divergence right now. Bearish divergence. Yeah, I know. I don't like it when it looks like that. I don't care to trade, but I had a feeling about that. You know, whenever it's very typical NFP stuff. Might be the first time wanna maybe not. I don't know. You say it looks like it's actually trying to push out right now. You'd be buying at the top right now if you try to take that. Plenty of other opportunities where you don't have to buy at the top of a well-established range. Doesn't matter if it wins or not. Order filled. That scared me. All right, we're pushing up into these volume areas. 300 is where all the liquidity's at based on what I'm seeing right here. I don't know how much. Doesn't tell me that, or it does, but I have to zoom way in. 80, 90 orders. Super strong delta. I'm gonna sit and watch
3 more minutes.
till 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm gonna just sit and watch.
Might be super bullish this next hour. I'm kind of looking at the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart. We're looking kind of bullish. I know we done moved a long way since yesterday, though.
Yeah. Let's see.
And were the numbers for the jobs report pretty good? I mean, did they beat the forecast?
They did.
Yeah, they was good numbers. Yeah. So, and with NVIDIA earnings being top notch yesterday,
Yeah.
come on, we might be in for a wild ride. Everybody's green today. I'm talking about big green. So,
Yeah, at some point, they got somebody going to start taking profit, though. They're really making money.
They took profit at the top.
Yeah.
At the all-time high, they took profit. They trying to get back up, take profit again.
Mhm. Let's see here. I'm on MNQ. I think I am. Let's see. We're at 275, 300. That's 25 points away. Wonder if it's gonna go up there and tag that area or not at 300.
And then just get close, didn't it?
It got pretty close, and this is staying here the whole time. I've been watching it, and then I'm watching to see if new liquidity starts stacking, like kind of above current price, pushing it down. But we got the 10 o'clock coming here. 20 seconds. We'll see. Maybe something will happen. I don't know. 10 o'clock has been a bust lately. But who knows? Maybe that's because of NFP and all that.
Did you ever get the what is it? The book, the thing you were having trouble with purchasing yesterday?
I did, yeah. That's why we can see what we're seeing here.
Okay. There goes the 3.
Look,
That Titan 1.
It like tick touched it. You see that?
Oh.
That's crazy.
Exactly 25 300.25.
Yeah, to the tick.
You got a 5-minute extreme setting up.
Get out of that zone. It's about to hit POC at 200, which is 50 points more than what I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
May come down to 180 to make a new low. No, 150, 140. It might be.
Back in this volume area, but I'm gonna probably drop some new ones.
Yeah, that
I might just do that.
Announcements.
Oh, okay, I had to check.
You just got to pass it. You got to pass it on one. You only get 1 day to pass though.
no. You can pass it in 1 day.
But it
You
says
don't
for
have to?
lifetime.
Wording.
It is. And I don't know if they do it intentionally or just whoever writes it up doesn't fully understand, but it is confusing.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that they put out is confusing.
Yeah, man, I need more than one.
Mm-hmm. Stuff is going so laggy right now.
Anybody else trading view is a little choppy than.
Yeah, I've been having that problem too with TradingView, where you go to close it and it looks like it's still running in the background and it doesn't close it out completely like it should immediately.
Now, it does better with the limit orders. They're not hanging around once they hit, but like manual closing, It's been a little slow today.
And if you have a stop loss, you're in a trade, you have a stop loss and take profit set, whether it's TradingView or TradeEvade or whatever, and then let's say you lose power, computer goes off. Will they still respect those? Are those locked in?
As long as the order has been passed through to the broker, right? So yeah,
Okay.
as long as that order has actually been processed and it's out
Gotcha.
there, yeah, you'd be fine.
We'll start going back up.
Yeah, it's right back in that same old range. Broke out for a second. Looked real good.
On the 1 minute, it looked like it's curving.
I'll be right back.
Be careful. Look like we in a little mini range right here.
Got my mic? Got my microphone? Yep, my bad.
Yeah, post NFP days, boring. Just messes the market up. That's why I got in and just took my trades. I was like, boring.
Yeah, on a day like today, the Titans are not doing their usual stuff.
Uh-huh. It's yeah.
If you go to a 5-minute candle, it's like major wicks, right?
And I don't really know to move type of thing because look, like I said here, if we look at, you know what, I can actually show it to you right here. Might be easier. Here, you know. So look, we've got this area, and this area. We were in this area yesterday. NFP pushed us back into here. So we've got our high areas. Maybe things go back to normal. Maybe there's positivity and it breaks out and ends up back up here, which would, be back up into this area. So did I miss this trade? What happened here? How would I have missed that? Why is that different?
If you trade, Ken, are you trading micros today?
You know what? It's going to depend on how volatile it is. This one's red, green, red. A totally different candle. Completely different. Bearish. So bearish, bullish, bearish. And then if we put this up, 8 o'clock. So here's 7:59. Okay, we have bearish. See that? Almost looks like an extra candle in there, but it's
Is
not.
it different data feed or something, or what?
Well, I am using DX feed here. Let me look at this chart. Okay, so now this is using the regular match. So we got bearish, and then I swear it looks like there's a whole extra candle in here. That's what is throwing me off here. It is missing a candle. Look, trading view, 8 o'clock, 8:02. Trading view is missing an entire candle. Get out of this paper trading. How do you log out? Okay, log out. I guess I'll close all the way out. I haven't flush style trade. Now it's there. See, now I can see the candle.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Problem solved. That was mostly been wanting to go to like a white chart background like this just for some contrast, just to look at something different.
Burn out your eyeballs.
Yeah, I know. Does everyone, I have like an urge to completely change up my template. Every now and then I'll just sit there and mess around with all the colors and just change everything up, just make it different. I've got some liquidity. Let's see how much that is there. Not bad, 92.